Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the new Overcast collection from ILNP. There are 6 new polishes here altogether. I will link the I Love Nail Polish website down below where you guys can check these out, and I will get into the swatches. So these are the boxes that the ILNP polishes come in. Their Studio Color line comes in a slightly different box, but the normal polishes come in these black boxes. So the first polish is called Daybreak, and this is described as a milky pink flaky shimmer. These are jellies, so they have that light sheer kind of ethereal look to them. They also have these iridescent flakies in them, which reflect slightly different colors depending on the angle, but the whole polish is just a very delicate look. The base is very even on these, and the formula feels really good. They started to build up a bit on the second coat, but obviously it's sheer, so you could still see some nail line. I got a little bit more coverage out of the third coat. It covered my nail line a little bit better, but I don't think it was a significant enough difference to be worth the extra coat and the extra dry time. So for me personally, I think this is more of a 2-coat polish. So that is 3 coats of Daybreak. The next polish is called Misty, and this is described as a soft lilac flaky shimmer. Also very sheer, but since these are meant to be sheer, I think it's more important that it's very even, which it is. You really need a sheer polish to be even. You don't want to build it up in 2 or 3 coats and have some parts of the nail where it's very opaque and some parts of the nail where it's very sheer, and it can end up looking really messy. So it's very important to me that sheer polishes are even, and these really are. This built up pretty well in that second coat. Obviously still sheer. It did cover my nail line like maybe 90% on the third coat, but just like the last polish, I think I like this one better in 2 coats than I do 3. Although I do think it's significant enough of a difference to do the third coat if you don't like the nail line showing on this one, but I still think I like the look better in 2. So that is 3 coats of Misty. The next polish is called Pitter Patter, and this is described as a cloudy periwinkle flaky shimmer. This one is also sheer. I did find this one to be a little less even coverage-wise than the previous, like more lighter neutral shades. It was just the tiniest bit uneven on the first coat. It did even out pretty well on the second coat. It stayed fairly sheer. You can still see my nail line through there. And it actually covered really well on the third coat. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it on camera. In person, I could see just the tiniest bit of nail line after 3 coats, but I really had to look for it. So that is 3 coats of Pitter Patter. The next polish is called Rainy Days, and this is described as a denim blue flaky shimmer. Also sheer. It's jelly. That's kind of the thing here. But it's also a little bit patchy on the first coat. Not terrible, not like, oh my gosh, I'd never wear this again, but just noticeable compared to the previous polishes. I also feel like the flakies in this one were a little more sparse than I would have liked. I didn't really mention the flakies in the other polishes because it was like a good medium amount of flakies, not too many, not too few. This one I feel like they were a little bit more sparse in. It builds up and evens out pretty well on the second coat here, and the flakies start to build up a bit better as well. I did have a little bit of nail line showing, and you could kind of see just an overall slight pinkness from my skin tone under the polish, which was covered completely in the third coat. And since I'm talking about the flakies, they are very light, so there's a slight, just very minor texture to them, but they're not difficult to remove. So that is 3 coats of Rainy Days. The next polish is called Starlight, and this is described as a stormy indigo flaky shimmer. This whole collection is very, very January to me. I always think of like muted, grayed out, gloomy neutrals in January, which is exactly what this is. So this one is also sheer, good formula though, a little bit uneven, but that's the first coat, so it didn't concern me, and it actually doesn't show as bad on camera as I thought it was in person when I was taking these notes. The second coat built up really well, evened out really well, still just slightly sheer and slightly squishy from that jelly base. It does get creamier and more opaque and cover the nail line completely for me in 3 coats. So that is 3 coats of Starlight. And the last polish is called Thundercloud, and this is described as a dark gray flaky shimmer. So a little bit sheer on the first coat. It is a jelly, that is the point. It's a darker color, so it will build up better regardless. Also a little bit uneven on the first coat, but that's also not an issue because it evened out fine in the second coat. Also, all the flakies got stuck to my cuticle area on the first coat and would not spread back out across my nail. It covered really well on the second coat. It really covered completely on the second coat. I did a third, and I'm not really sure why I did a third. It must have looked a little bit more sheer in person because on camera I can't see any reason to have needed a third coat, but I did it anyway. It did cover completely in 3 coats. I mean, I think it covered completely for me in 2 coats, but it did get a little bit deeper on the third coat, so maybe there was a point. 2 or 3 coats, just depending on how picky you are, but I think most people will probably be okay with 2 coats. So that is 3 coats of Thundercloud. Okay, so for comparisons, the first one that I'm going to start with is Daybreak. So this right here is Sandy Baby next to Daybreak. The color is very, very similar, but obviously Sandy Baby has all of this holographic sparkle going on, and Daybreak has those iridescent flakies. It's much less harsh of a look, I guess. Next to that, we have Poised. Kind of similar finishes, doesn't have the iridescent flaky. It's got a much finer flake to it, and the color is a little bit different, but they're kind of the same level of delicate, if that makes sense. Daybreak again. Next to that we have Rumor Has It. A little bit lighter in color and has a really fine, really subtle kind of holographic shimmer to it that Daybreak does not have. Daybreak again. Next to that is Keepsake. This is much lighter, and again, it doesn't have those iridescent flakies. It has a really fine holographic shimmer to it. Daybreak again, and then Afterlight. Afterlight is also a little bit peachier and has a gold flake and a little bit of a gold shimmer, not an iridescent flake. So next up I have Misty. This is Misty right here. The first one that I have is Sandcastle. This is much more taupe and has a very different flaky to it. It has like a mix of holographic and little copper flakies. Misty, next to that is Central Station, also very taupey and more of a strong scattered holographic. Misty again, and Manor House, which is also taupey. It's a much lighter kind of neutral grayish, I guess, color, but also has that really strong holographic, so nothing super comparable here. So for Pitter Patter, I ended up pulling out a bunch of stuff. The first one that I have is Flicker. This is definitely more gray with that strong orange, red, gold shimmer to it versus Pitter Patter, which comes off very kind of a lilac and light. Next to that, I have Up Above. Very similar finishes with the flakies and everything, but Up Above definitely goes more baby blue and less purple. Pitter Patter again. This one is Clever Girl. This is, it's blue, but I also feel like I want to call it like a sage color. It's somewhere in between, not even close comparably, and again, doesn't have those iridescent flakies. Pitter Patter again. Over here is, what is this one? Tombstone, very gray, scattered holographic, and those red kind of copper flakies, not the iridescent ones. Pitter Patter again. Sled Day, very dark gray with a strong holographic, not super comparable. Pitter Patter again. And Rain Shower, also very light baby blue with that orange-red shimmer. Nothing really even close. I did want to show Rainy Days, Starlight, and Thundercloud all together. In my head, when I was pulling out the comparisons, I was having a hard time like mentally remembering which one was which. So they're not super close to each other, but they are kind of all in the same families. So this one is Rainy Days, this one is Thundercloud, and this one is Starlight. So for Rainy Days, the only one that I found that was even remotely close was this one right here, which is called The Message. This definitely leans more teal. It was a bit more sheer. This is 3 coats of each, and you could still see quite a bit of that white from the swatch wheel underneath it. And again, no iridescent flakies. Here I have Starlight and Ocean Avenue. Again, not super comparable. Ocean Avenue is much more of a truer blue, less slate or navy, however you want to look at it, and has a very different shimmer. And then here I have Thundercloud and Rain, kind of similar in color. Thundercloud is definitely more of, I mean, it's Thundercloud, but it's definitely more of a stormy gray than Rain, although in the bottle, Rain looks much more gray than it does on the nail. And then Rain has that scattered holographic shimmer to it instead of the silvery, somewhat iridescent flakies. And that is the I Love Nail Polish Overcast collection. Again, I will link the ILNP website down below where you guys can check those out because they are available right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later.